Assalamu alaikum viewers, good morning and welcome back to SK Dreams. Today is day 5 of our Alaska and Yukon adventure and we are about to leave Whitehorse, heading north towards the historic town of Dawson City. I'm very excited about today's journey and invite you to join me on this incredible road trip because today we are not simply driving along a highway. We are following the route of the Gold Rush pioneers who traveled through this challenging wilderness more than 150 years ago in search of gold. Today we will travel along the famous North Klondike Highway, covering approximately 525 kilometers through the spectacular wilderness of Yukon. So let's get on the road and begin our journey from Whitehorse to Dawson City.
There are a couple of stories about how Fox Lake got its name. One of them is an old First Nations tale, and it starts, of course, a long, long time ago. There were two warring tribes, and one of them was here in this area, trying to consider where to camp. They were looking for a good camping site to camp for a while, and they wanted to, thinking about, camping here by the side of the lake. And while they were considering this, they saw a fox come out of the woods on the other side of the lake, and came out of the woods and just kind of stared at them for a while very sadly, and then he turned around and walked back into the woods, never to be seen again. Now, the elders of the tribe knew that seeing a fox on the banks of the lake was definitely a bad omen. It was not a good sign, but they decided camp on the banks of the lake anyway. And not too long after they set up camp, one night the other tribe came in and slaughtered everyone in their sleep, save for one woman who was able to run into the woods, and she was able to tell the tale of Fox Lake. But we're only maybe an hour and a half or so away from our lunch stop. So keep that in mind. About an hour and a half away from our lunch stop today. But now is a great opportunity to grab some snacks and drinks for the rest of the day as well, because this is going to be one of the last bits of civilization we see until we arrive in Dawson City later this evening. Alright, so Magnus is going to pull up here. She is going to secure the coach. So as soon as she gets the coach secured, we are welcome to get off.
कम से दूर रोज है
between Dawson and Whitehorse.
After traveling through the beautiful Yukon wilderness, we have now reached Carmacks, a small community located roughly 200 kilometers north of Whitehorse. Carmacks is an important stop along the North Klondike Highway and has a fascinating connection with the history of the Gold Rush period. The community is named after George Carmack, who is one of the key figures associated with the discovery of gold in the Klondike.
Much beyond that, but kick back, relax, and enjoy the rest of your beautiful drive through the Yukon.
Just look at the scenery. The landscape is so peaceful and breathtaking. And now we have reached one of the most fascinating historic locations along the Yukon River, the Five Finger Rapids Recreation Site. This is an incredible place both naturally and historically. The name Five Finger Rapids comes from the rocky formations in the river. Four rocky islands divide the Yukon River into five channels, creating an appearance somewhat like five fingers. But these beautiful rapids were once a serious challenge for the stern wheelers and river boats that traveled along the Yukon River. The Five Finger Rapids were one of the most difficult sections of the river to navigate. A mistake here could have devastating consequences. For the gold seekers traveling north toward the Klondike Gold Fields, successfully navigating these rapids was a major challenge.
So as we're traveling down these roads through the Yukon, we have this wonderful little lunch stop here for you. It is going to be a little bit like a cafeteria style for today. Everyone that works here is absolutely wonderful, so it's a really nice family-owned and operated business. It's going to be right along the Yukon River as well. It does look like the rain has stopped a little bit for now. There is indoor seating, there's outdoor if you like. And we're going to be here for about an hour. It's about 11:45 right now. So 12:45, we can all head to the coach or be back on the coach at 12:45. That would be absolutely wonderful. Looks like there is one other Holland America coach here already. They are most likely traveling southbound, so they would have left Dawson City this morning, headed towards Whitehorse. So we can ask them how the weather was down. This is Minto Resort that we're pulling up to. It is a constant work in progress, like most things in Alaska and the Yukon. We're always trying to work to improve them and build them up. The plan here, I believe, is to make it a little bit more of a luxury campground for folks to enjoy, because again, not many other places along the roadside here. See you until we arrive in Dawson City later today. So keep that in mind if you want to go right before we head back out on the road. That would be a great idea, and we're going to be back on the coach at 12:45.
मौसम बड़ा ज़बरदस्त है, बहुत सुहाना मौसम है, हल्की हल्की बारिश हो रही है और ये मैं यूकॉन रिवर के साइड पे खड़ा हूँ। ये व्यूज़ देखें आप। आज हम अपना लंच करेंगे और उसके बाद हम डॉसन सिटी की तरफ जाएंगे। After several hours on the road, I think it is definitely time for a break and of course a yummy lunch. So we have made a stop at Minto Resort. This is a perfect place to take a break, enjoy some food and recharge before continuing the final part of our journey towards Dawson City. The history of this region is fascinating. During the Klondike era, the Yukon River was a critical transportation route, but when winter arrived and the river froze, travel became extremely difficult, and many travelers were stranded here by the harsh Yukon winter. For us, this is simply a relaxing lunch stop, but for the travelers of the Gold Rush era, winter in this remote part of Yukon could be a matter of survival. और ये यूकॉन रिवर है और माशाल्लाह बहुत खूबसूरत। वो लोग लाइन में खड़े हैं लंच के लिए, तो अब मैं भी जाके लाइन में खड़ा होता हूँ और देखते हैं कि आज लंच में मिलता क्या है, क्योंकि इस वक्त भूख भी लगी है और जिस वक्त वाइट हॉर्स से हम निकले थे तो बस हल्का सा हमने नाश्ता किया था जल्दी जल्दी।
सूप जिंदा दे
ब्रोकली सूप फ्रेश एंड हॉट और वेदर मस यख दे क्लाउडी दे रेनी दे इट्स अ लॉट मोर एंजॉयबल। Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah.
restrooms here, guys. But the quicker we make this stop, the quicker we can get to Dawson City. You did see clips of Dawson City from the video we watched earlier. You can see that it's all dirt roads. So all dirt roads, especially in rain like this, it'll be a little bit muddy. That's okay. Dawson City is very used to be tracking in mud. They're constantly vacuuming. So hopefully that'll be a really nice day for your Klondike Gold Fields tour. I know that you are curious. If you don't remember, your Klondike Gold Fields tour is tomorrow at
So as we continue north, the anticipation starts to build. We have now traveled deep into Yukon, following a route that has connected communities, travelers, and gold seekers for generations. The landscape becomes increasingly remote, and then after hours of driving, we finally begin approaching our destination, Dawson City. This is the legendary town that became the heart of the Klondike Gold Rush.
Yeah, welcome, goddess.
Thank you. I'm just about to cross the bridge.
Permission granted.
Oh, thank you. You're so kind. All right, so we are crossing a bridge here. We're crossing over the Klondike River. So we're kind of off the North Klondike Highway now onto Front Street, which is the only paved road in Dawson City is Front Street. The rest of the roads are, I think Amy did mention this, they're all basically muddy when it's raining, so they're going to be muddy today. But they do dry out fairly quickly when it gets warmer outside, so when it's dry and warm, they're very dusty. So dusty when it's dry and muddy when it's raining. And over here to the left is the Klondike Wet'suwet'en housing, so the First Nations people in the area, the Klondike Wet'suwet'en, this is their subdivision over here, or at least some of their housing. Trail here that runs all the way around Front Street, past the Yukon River and the Klondike River, and the Yukon and Klondike River meet.
And finally, Alhamdulillah, we have safely arrived in Dawson City. What a journey! From Whitehorse through Fox Lake, Carmacks, Five Finger Rapids, and Minto Resort. We have traveled approximately 525 kilometers along the historic North Klondike Highway. And now we have arrived at one of the most fascinating and historically important places, Dawson City. This town is filled with historic buildings, fascinating gold rush stories, old mining sites, and reminders of the thousands of people who came here hoping to find their fortune. And in our next episodes, we are going to explore all this.
I'm in there. If you don't want to use the one at the ice cream shop. And then over here on the left, we have the Drunken Goat Tavern. Amy already mentioned this place, but this place is wonderful. It has great Greek food, and it's my favorite restaurant in town. And then we've got Bonanza Market over here on the left. This is the other grocery store in town. It is a little smaller, but it is closer to the hotel and does have a deli counter where they can make you sandwiches that are pretty tasty. The right-hand side too is in the main lobby. It's the front desk if you did need to book any excursions for while you're here. If you have any questions for them, and they are open 24 hours a day. A few different wings that we'll be seeing. So we do have the main lobby. We have the green building, the Robert service rooms, and then the Gertie's wings right over here on the right-hand side.
So viewers, I hope you enjoyed this incredible road trip from Whitehorse to Dawson City. Tomorrow we are going even deeper into Gold Rush story. We will visit the historic Klondike Gold Fields and explore the massive Dredge No. 4, which is one of the most impressive reminders of large-scale gold mining in the Yukon territory. We will see how these enormous machines were used to extract gold from the Yukon soil. So don't forget to like this video, subscribe to SK Dreams, and press the bell icon so you don't miss the next episode. Thank you for traveling with me. See you in the next adventure. Until then, take care, stay safe, and Allah Hafiz.